Between this ultra-unique arcade, this moody cocktail bar, and many things in between, this is what 45 hours in London can look like. We had just that long as part of a bigger trip that routed us from Atlanta to London, then onward to Tromsø, Norway, then back to London before heading back home. To start our trip, we flew into London on Delta. Everything went smoothly, flights were on time. We like taking the red eyes so we can sleep on the plane and feel like sort of not like zombies when we arrive. We chose a hotel near the airport rather than staying in central London. We did that because we had a very early flight out to Norway. Despite the extra distance, getting into the city was still straightforward and totally manageable. After gathering our luggage and dropping it at the hotel, our first plan was to grab a late lunch at the Clachan, which is Scottish Gaelic, if I'm doing this right, for meeting place. We were meeting friends in London, which is apropos, and more people means more food and drinks we can experience. Pubs in London aren't just for drinking. They're casual places to eat, meet friends, and then take a break while you're out exploring. The Clachan is super cute. We each grabbed a beer and tried the Scotch eggs, shepherd's pie, and fish and chips, which were all great. The next stop is dessert at Bilmonte. But before that, you can't come to London without getting the quintessential photo with the red phone booth, so of course we did that. After some gelato and wandering around, it's time for evening cocktails at the Connaught Bar. We grabbed some of their weird little pretzel bagels, which are really good. We ordered seconds of these, some olives, and try a number of their cocktails. After all that walking and drinking, and after arriving on our flight, a quick pit stop was necessary, and I was super, maybe overly amused by how fancy their stamped toilet paper was. I want some for my house. By the end of the day, we hit about 11,000 steps and were more than ready for bed.
The next morning, it's straight to the tube to head over for a full English breakfast at Pellici's. If you've never used the tube before, it's incredibly easy. You can just tap a credit card or your phone to get in and out. No ticket buying needed. We almost messed up this stop because it turns out Pellici's is cash only. Luckily, our friend had just enough local currency to cover the entire meal, so we didn't have to go hunt down an ATM, which the proprietors claimed was just a block or two away. Cash-only spots are getting rarer in London, but they do still exist, so it's worth carrying a little local money just in case. The breakfast was wonderful.
I really love a full English breakfast with black pudding, tomatoes, and mushrooms, and this absolutely hit the spot.
After some more wandering and a quick stop at Hat and Tun, named after the old hatters and leather guilds. To hydrate, we head to one of the most unique attractions of our entire trip, Novelty Automation. This place is like an arcade turned up to 11. Everything is handmade, mechanical, and one of a kind. And when we were there, every single machine was working, which feels like an accomplishment all by itself. London has a long tradition of engineering, satire, and mechanical oddities, and this place sits right at the intersection of all three. From the personal nuclear reactor to the auto frisk, which is absolutely making fun of the American TSA, to a tube ride recreation, everything here is clever and weird in the best way.
I tried and failed my hand at working in an Amazon warehouse, while our friend held his own against an aggressive mechanical dog.
And that's only a small sampling of what's inside. If you're even remotely interested in engineering, design, or delightful, strange experiences, this place is absolutely worth a stop. After that, it was time for a snack, so we headed over to Fortitude for far more desserts than we could actually eat. But every single one was amazing and worth it. One of the fun things to look out for as you wander around London are the blue plaques, which mark places where notable people lived or important events happened. They're everywhere once you start noticing them. After our sweets, we needed to kill a little time before hopping on the next tube, so we stopped at Mr. Fogg's Botanical Tavern and Treehouse. It's packed with greenery and feels like a hidden little oasis. Perfect for sitting, relaxing, and grabbing some water. Next stop is Leake Street, the legal street art tunnel near Waterloo. It's underground and a little edgy, but there's constant foot traffic and artists and onlookers everywhere. Artists take full advantage of it. We saw so many pieces we really liked, There's no shortage of incredible artwork. You can tell that the really well done pieces tend to be respected and not immediately painted over. In some spots, the paint is so thick you can't help but wonder how many layers are underneath. It's certainly a constantly evolving gallery. It's a very raw, creative space and completely different from the polished London streets above. It's the kind of place you could easily spend hours exploring, but we had reservations at Lyaness, so it was time to get moving. At Lyaness, we grabbed some snacky food and a round of cocktails. This is one of those places that tells you everything that's in the drink, which is great if you ever want to try and recreate it at home. The building itself is beautiful too, so it was fun to wander around a bit and take it all in.
After all the walking, exploring, eating, and drinking, we finally headed back to the hotel. And along the way, we spot this very cute spluted pupper. By the end of the day, we'd racked up 22,000 steps, which I felt was pretty respectable. After a good night's sleep, we headed back to the airport. But not to go home yet, to continue our trip. The next stop is Tromsø, Norway, which couldn't really feel a whole lot different than London if it actually tried to. If you want to see what happened there, trading these pubs and city streets for Arctic landscapes and winter light, watch the next video linked right here. If you're planning a short trip to London, hopefully this gives you a template for doing a lot without feeling completely wiped out at the end of the day. We'll be back in London soon, so tell us in the comments what we should add.